You know, this channel exists to try to find fun and interesting ways to teach my kids Mississippi history. And one of the things we started doing a couple of years ago was visiting the grave of every Mississippi governor. And boy, that's a much more difficult task than I expected. But today, anyway, we're in Iuka and we're visiting the grave of John Stone. John Marshall Stone was born in Milan, Tennessee on April 30th, 1830. He was the 31st and the 33rd governor of the great state of Mississippi. His parents were natives of Virginia, and they migrated to what was then called the West. John did not attend college because, his family was fairly poor. He worked hard and taught himself well, and eventually he taught school. He lived in Jacks Creek, Tennessee, before eventually moving to here in Tishomingo County, Mississippi in 1855. Eventually, he became a station agent here in Iuka with the Memphis and Charleston Railroad. At the outbreak of the Civil War, he enlisted in the Confederate Army. He commanded Company K of the 2nd Mississippi Infantry. In 1962, he became its colonel. Stone was highly commended by his division commander, Major General Henry Heath. By 1864, he was frequently commanding the brigade. By January of 1865, he was recruiting troops in Mississippi, and he and his men were captured in North Carolina to end their war, and they were later imprisoned in Camp Chase, Ohio, before being transferred to Johnson's Island. At the end of the war, Stone returned to Tishomingo County, where he was elected mayor and treasurer. In 1869, he won the race to become a state senator. He was re-elected to that post in 1873. State elections were marked by fraud and violence during Reconstruction, and Stone and his compatriots worked to suppress black vote and to turn all the Republicans out of office. Stone was President pro tem of the Senate in 1876 when Governor Adelbert Ames resigned. So Stone served as acting governor. In 1877, he won the governor's office as a Democrat. In 1881, he was defeated for re-election by Robert Lowry. He won the governor's election again in 1889, and his term was extended through 1896 by the new Mississippi Constitution of 1890. Following his term as governor, he accepted the position as the 2nd president of Mississippi A&M. Of course, today, Mississippi A&M is known as Mississippi State University. Stone was married to a lady named Mary Coleman in 1872, and they had 2 children who died really young. The couple adopted 3 children of John's brother and raised them as their own. In 1916, Stone County, Mississippi was named in his honor. John M. Stone, the 33rd governor of Mississippi, died while in Holly Springs one day in 1900. He is buried here at Oak Grove Cemetery in Iuka, Mississippi.